I've always been torn between art and literature. My first degree was half art and half literature. And I was always never really knew which way I wanted to go. So I tried out art for a while and ended up working in galleries and things like that. But I've always really missed writing, and OCA was a great way to kind of get reintroduced into writing. I've found it quite a gentle way into studying again. I didn't want the formal, intense atmosphere of university life. And I already have a degree and I didn't really kind of want to repeat that experience. But OCA has been a really great new experience in finding a different way of learning that's really flexible, works around your work life. You can go as fast or as slow a pace as you want. So I was looking for another way of learning that wasn't as intense as the university experience. I've really enjoyed all the assignments I've been given so far, but the one I had one recently, which was writing about people, which at first I found really difficult because you have so much emotional attachments to people that it's hard to step back and write about them objectively. But my tutor really helped me to come through that, and it turned out to be one of the most fruitful exercises. I keep a learning log as I hand assignments in. I always log how I felt about each assignment. And I found that really useful to reflect on your learning, and at the time it might not feel that important, but looking back it's really helpful to look at how your work's improved, and it does improve dramatically, even from one assignment to another. The great thing about creative writing is you can do it anywhere and everywhere. So I've got thousands of notebooks littered around different houses, and for writing and handwriting, you can write on your phone. I use my mobile phone a lot. I find that train journeys are actually the most inspiring places to write because you have time to think. So I did a lot of travelling recently, and train journeys definitely are very helpful. And in terms of writing, I'm influenced by all kinds of different sources. I really like historical fiction, but growing up, one of my biggest influences was hip-hop and the lyrics of hip-hop music and how poetic they were. And that's really what inspired me when I was younger to write poetry. As I've grown older, I've studied more historical poetry and contemporary fiction. I lived in Canada for a year and got really into contemporary Canadian poetry as well. So all kinds of different influences, from very traditional to very unusual. Since joining OCA, I've actually got a new job at a literature organisation, the Arvon Foundation, and I'm sure the fact that I was doing a creative writing course played a big part in getting that job. I think doing the OCA course will be a really great route to writing professionally, which I'd love to do ultimately. I'd love to enter poetry competitions or write books, and it's definitely my ultimate dream would be to be a writer full time, and I think OCA is definitely a small step along the way to doing that.